Hello, I'm Dr. Poonam Sharma, author of Strong Women, Strong Love, The Missing Manual for the Modern Marriage. In this video segment, I'd like to talk with you about trust, and especially how to respond when there's been some sort of a betrayal of trust in your relationship. Before I begin, I do need to let you know that I'm a licensed psychologist in the state of Texas, and so any information provided here is purely for educational purposes and should not be thought of as any form of counseling or psychotherapy. Trust is a very important thing in a long-term relationship because the process of building deep trust is a long one and usually one that requires you to step into a place of vulnerability. Most people earn trust by responding really well when someone is telling you things that are more personal, things that they wouldn't tell other people. So when that happens in a marriage, it's a very powerful thing. Anytime you feel betrayed, there's going to be some level of pain because of that betrayal. Now, how much pain you feel depends on what happened. If your husband didn't stick up for you when your mother-in-law was criticizing you, that's one type of pain. If you caught him with somebody else and being involved in an affair, then of course that's a whole other degree of it. Okay. Once you've been hurt, it's a challenge to figure out how to move forward because the pain itself can be very intense depending on the situation. I do think it's important to take a step back and look at a couple of things. One is, what's your spouse's history with telling the truth and being trustworthy? If he's normally somebody that tells you the truth, that isn't actively undermining the relationship, that really does seem invested, then you want to keep that information in mind. However, if he's someone that is always lying and you're always catching him doing this or that, and perhaps he's even had other affairs, then that's more serious, and you may even need to elicit the help of a mental health professional to walk through something like that. Now, when betrayal is significant, like in the scenario I just described, you have to assess whether you have the level of commitment, that both of you have the level of commitment to walk forward through the tremendously hard work it takes to rebuild trust. On your partner's side, he's going to have to own what he did and be willing to do whatever it takes to help you feel better. On your end, it's going to mean that eventually you have to let go of that desire to punish him for what he's done and to make him pay for the pain that he's caused you. Okay, so it takes really a high level of maturity to do these things. These are not easy things for most people to do. But pain can be an incredibly strong motivator, and I have seen many people rebuild their relationships after there has been even a very significant betrayal, like an affair. But it really takes a motivation to use that pain to learn and to try to use it to strengthen that bond between the two of you. And that usually means walking into the truth, being willing to take responsibility for your part, and working hard together to rebuild the trust that's been violated. If you've enjoyed this video segment, I invite you to go to my blog. I think you'll find some other interesting and useful things there. And be sure to sign up for my newsletter so that we can stay in touch. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.